Alright, so the Mars probe showed up. I mean, just looking at this list, this has got to be a Mars game. Alright, and it's done, which will immediately start making things cheaper to do in space. Alright, another mile marker here. We can finally get this complex down. And it'll be up and running on the 21st of next year. Alright, and here's where things start ramping up as we finish these mining outposts and they really start paying off. There it is. The end of an era. It's a really sad way to start this. Guess I gotta make it worth it and actually win this time. I'll miss you, Kazakhstan. Oh, would you look at that? A typhoon. And it hit China, so I actually care this time. And we'll be sending aid. Okay, so this is gonna be the start of our mining. Just see... We're gonna need that space dock. Oh, you know what we're also gonna need is this management research to up our cab. That way we can start looking at maybe taking the rest of India from the servants. But, anywho, let's get out here to this base and see the actual cost of the mining complex. 24 boosts. Okay. Shoot. This station is taking up a lot. I wonder if I can just deactivate it. Oh yeah, see, and it just doubled my boost by deactivating that. And let's see, because this makes 10. That can power both of those, so I don't even need this activated right now anyways. Or you know what, maybe... Actually, let's just power the whole thing down. Yeah, look at the amount of boost we're getting. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have built this. It's kind of a waste. I don't know, it could be like boosting research and stuff more than I'm aware, but for now we're gonna keep it off. So it looks like somebody wants to talk to me. And they happen to have a good amount of boosts, so let's see if we can't make a deal here. I don't want a fair trade. I want you barely happy with it. Yeah. Okay. Not my favorite thing ever. Because I actually, what I really want to do is direct investments. I haven't really decided. I guess boost would be a great one right now for me. Anything to get me to 24 faster, because the second I get that first mine up, I'll be able to build stuff in space based off of those resources. That's it. It's the end of Kazakhstan. I may have to pull a MacArthur on this one though, because once I get the management capacity and I control India and China, I think I'm gonna come back for that, because I just can't live without them. Okay, so I reached out to these guys hoping to get some boost, but they don't have enough to even give any away. Bummer. So they're useless. I mean, you can also barter for orgs too, which can be pretty good, actually. They're just usually very stingy and don't like to trade these. Yeah, let's yeah, see, even if I give him all my money, he's not about it, so. Alright, so the Mars probe showed up. I mean, just looking at this list, this has got to be a Mars game. I mean, it's just too good for me not to blitz Mars like crazy. So the second I get that mining complex up on the moon, Mars is going to be a massive expansion project for us. Here's Europe doing more merging. I guess Ethiopia is more of a handful than they thought. I mean, it looks like they're somewhat winning. I think everything else here is doing good, so it really is just going to be pumping money into their boost. Alright, it looks like we finally have enough boost. Alright, let's see, how long is this going to take? 4th of July. Not very long, and then we can start getting all the resources that we need to build these out in space, which is going to be big, because this Mars expansion is going to be expensive. Oh, and people have already beat us there. 5.1. Alright, let's go to work. Alright, and it's done, which will immediately start making things cheaper to do in space. Oh yeah, now that that's up and things are cheaper, our boost is at 0.1 a day, which is huge. We're gonna be able to do so much more with that. Alright, and we're at our first choice for Mars, which I'm leaning really heavily in this direction. So this is fuel, and you can never have too much fuel. But also these fizzles are super useful to have too. Yes, I think that'll be the first one. And we'll see. It takes 48, 24, 9, 1. No, that's how much I'm going to be getting. Sorry. What does it take to build? Ah, here we are. 2.3, 2.3, 18.5, and 0.23. Okay, so once this gets over 2.3 and this is over 18.5, we'll be able to build this really easily. I also need to build a fission pile, but we've secured that location. That's what's important. And I'm going to go ahead and double back on my research because I got most everything I wanted for the faction. So I'm going to see if I can't actually take this back before we even finish it. I might be able to. Let's see, so they're doing about 10 a day. I mean, I could make that ground. We'll just have to see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and reprioritize here as well, because boost will become less important as we get more mining income. It'll be more about having the available mission control to actually support all of the facilities. And I'm going to turn this station back on too. I forgot about this. Oh, so apparently something blew up. A local crime syndicate. Those sons of bitches. Okay, so I think it's time to make a play at one of the points here in India. It's open and it's a 70% chance for a crackdown, so I should be able to get it. Alright, time to claim our second site up in here, I feel like I'm gonna want this one, but I'm not entirely sure. Because this resource right here, it's probably my lowest income, so I want to pick something that has a high amount. Maybe I'll go here. Alright, so we'll do that one. And then, let's see if we can actually put this mining down yet. Nope. Can't put the fission pile down though. Is good. What are we low on? Need some of that. Okay. Yeah, that'll be a big one to get going. Once that's going, we're gonna be able to really take over if we can get our mission control up, which we can. Ah, would you look at that? Starting to take back India, and it didn't mask her influence into the negative, so that's good. So we can hold on to it. Nice. And here we have our first alien asset on the planet. 89% is pretty solid chance. That's what that person's for, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yep, and just like that, this counselor pays dividends. Alright, another mile marker here. We can finally get this complex down. And it'll be up and running on the 21st of next year. Oof. In the meantime, we'll just keep taking more and more places. Alright, and we're gonna continue taking places on Mars. I think this is the next one. This seems like the best bet for us. It has great resources. So either that or this one, but for this one. Okay, so it looks like we did snag that research in time, which means we can go ahead and hit our next choice, which I kind of want to go down Space Warfare. It might be a little too soon to do that though, so maybe it'll be better to just weigh some options here. So this would allow us, I believe, to consolidate Asia. I'd have to look into that a little bit more to figure it out. Let's see here. The cobalt dust radiator is actually really, really good. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do that one for now. And then maybe we'll go into military. You know, Pakistan's really trying to start some shit with me. I don't appreciate it. Oh, do I want to commit an atrocity against Pakistan? That puts me in a pretty elite group, because that's pretty much what? Russia and the US? Yeah, I mean, I would... Have you really lived if you haven't made a political blunder in Pakistan? Like, I don't think so. We'll do it. For another one. I think this will probably be the last one, then we can call it good. Yeah, I think this is going to be our best bet, is this one. And then that'll leave us with, looks like 5 total Mars bases for mining, which is, that's what we wanted. Okay, now we gotta figure out what's up next. I think we were considering warfare. But also, Habs wouldn't be a bad idea because we can go Habs into better mining. I think let's start with warfare. We want to have at least a small fleet ready to go just in case. Alrighty, so now that we kicked open the military tree, let me actually pull it up here. I think I'm gonna go for railguns. Maybe I go as far as coil guns. What do we need that we don't? No, I think just railguns. That's a lot easier to get to. And then after that, we'll go for missiles. Why is South Korea involved this time? What happened? So wait, they lost to Ethiopia the first time. Didn't see that coming. And then what? Now South Korea is involved in it too? But South Korea is linked to the US. I'm pretty sure they're allied. They're not. They're allied with North Korea. Okay. Yep. This makes sense. The geopolitics check out on this one. Okay, so now Russia's involved in this too. Russia wants a piece of Ethiopia and South Korea. How long until North Korea gets involved? That'll make things interesting. And would you look at that? Multiple abductions, huh? Cats, dogs, people mysteriously gone. Interesting. I think we're gonna need those ships soon. It's time for more sabotage. This. They got the option to this. Not as fast as I did. I'm wondering if I should block it. Yeah, why not? Fuck them. Alright, and here's where things start ramping up as we finish these mining outposts and they really start paying off. Alright, we got kinetics warfare. Let us get our railguns. Then after that, it'll be probably missile warfare. Alright, apparently Italy didn't learn from its mistakes, and it's also going to start ganging up on South Korea. And at least it's not Ethiopia this time, I guess. Well, this isn't good. Nobody wants a launch pad fire. I'll lose my boost for that. Bummer. You know why? Because fuck them. That's why. Whoa! I can't recall if I've seen this before. A scientific breakthrough. Okay, so we can share it. Draw more talent. Ooh, commercial applications. That's nice. Military applications. I think probably just... I want to go with commercial because I can reinvest that money like immediately. Here, let me show you what I mean. I'm gonna pick this research. Patrol vessels. Bigger vessels, since we don't have the drives available yet. We're gonna need both of them to do anything. But anywho, China. Direct investment. Mission control, jack that up by 12 points, which means we're gonna have almost another mission control available, which is good because we have 4 mining bases coming, each of which count for 1, so we really don't want to be over cap on that if we can prevent it.